Welcome to this new video. This video is regarding the using of pivot transformation in Power BI. So we are having a use case and we are having a table like this, which is almost like a unpivot table, which is having a type and a value. Usually unpivot table will be having an attribute and value. Instead of attribute, they have given us type and value. And we need a result like this, where the country should be shown and the respective salesperson should be shown. This unpivot table, it is not shown properly. You can see every time country salesperson. We need this country and the salesperson as the column header, and we need the respective values for both. So how we are going to achieve this using pivot function in transformation? Pivot Power Query groups each unique value, does an aggregate calculation for each value and pivots the column into a new table. So it can take aggregation. At the same time, we have an option not to take aggregation, because in this case we don't need to take any aggregation. We just need to group it properly. So we will see how we can do it. We can go to the transform data, and here we can take the reference of this table and we can give it as pivot. So we can do it in a way that, okay, you can pivot the type with respect to the value, and we can see problem is here the occurrence of this type is different, because first time the country is having only one value under country, the second one is having two, the third one is having three. So with respect to this type, it will be difficult. We will try to transform and we can see, because it might come error. So we can give us pivot, and you can give the value columns as value itself, and you can go to the advanced, and instead of count we can give it as don't aggregate, and we can give okay. See, it is looking like this: UK, US and India. And Peter, first one is correct, the second one is not correct, because it is having two values under it, and third one is having three values under it, because the first two values are having one, the second three values are having two itself. So instead of that, what we can do is that we can try to add a column. We can try to add an index column. So we are having the index column, and index column is not similar. Since we are having two ones, three twos and all, it might take the group by with respect to that. So index column, we don't have anything like that. We have unique numbers in all the rows. So now we will try to pivot the table with respect to the type, and we can select the type, and you can do the transformation, and you can pivot the column, and we can give it as value. And in the advanced option, this is particularly needed, because you should not aggregate anything. Don't aggregate. And now it didn't get grouped by, but it actually took everything properly with respect to the UK, US and India, and with respect to everything we have got it. Now we can do two things. We can, now there is no need of index column. We can remove the index column. You can do two things here. The first thing is that you can just select this country name, and you can fill down and make everything UK, US, and India. But if you don't want this, you want the same thing what the user wanted. That means, okay, only one UK here, and the remaining it should be null value. Instead of null, you can just go to transform, select this replace values, and you can give it as null, and the replace with, you can just give it as blank, and it got it. And here also you can do the same thing. You can take the null. And another way of doing this is that you can do the same thing. You can select here, you can replace the value to null, to blank. So we got whatever is needed for the user, but it doesn't look proper way, because here one is there and here nothing is there. So instead of that, what we can do is that we can delete these steps, and we can go here and we can fill this column down, and everything is UK and only null values are here. And you can just filter the salesperson, because there is no point in having this null column, null row. So you can just go here and filter it and take away the null, and you can select okay. And now the data is perfect, because under UK you got one salesperson, under US we have two salesperson, and the data is properly arranged in this table. So even while doing pivot, we can do other steps also, like adding index and making this table proper. Hope this was an interesting video. Have a nice day.